I love that. I remember getting there. I was going to meet your instructor, Barry McDonald, who was just a great guy. He was cut out of the old school, just like my dad, and he loved Ben Hogan. In fact, on this Zoom call that you and I are having right now, I'm looking at some drawings in the background that he did of Ben Hogan, which are just stunning. They're amazing. And you've got a picture of Barry back there. Tell me how special Barry was as far as being an influence in your golf. I know you didn't see him for a golf lesson every day. It wasn't like that at all, but I know he had a big impact.
Yeah, I mean, both on and off the golf course. Other outside of my immediate family and my grandpa who introduced me into golf, Barry and Bill, who ran the driving range, were some of the most instrumental people in my life, just because of the amount of time I spent around them, life lessons I learned from them, from anything, from how you handle yourself on the golf course, how you handle yourself around other people. They're just, Barry was a special person. Like you said, he was a big Hogan guy, carried, Hogan's little book around at all times, kind of referencing and showing me little things. As a kid, I mean, it was, a little easier to see some of the drawings in there to kind of, for him to, show what he was talking about. But we spent a lot of time together, typically a lesson once a week, sometimes twice a week. And he was just a, old school golf pro who loved to teach and help people. Never charged much for lessons, and I don't think we necessarily, he didn't exactly have my parents pay for every lesson on the spot or anything like that. It was just, he wanted to help whoever it was, and he kind of took me under his wing, and big part of why I am where I am today. And like I said, being kind of the old school guy, just learning golf in a natural way, not trying to sit there on video camera and look perfect. Go hit the ball and figure it out from there.
Two of the things that I noticed about him: one, he let you be yourself, so he didn't try to force you into another box, if you will. But when I was talking to him on the phone prior to that visit, I knew I wanted to talk to him and spend some time with him because I thought he must be a pretty special instructor. But I told him, I said, Barry, thank you for agreeing to meet with me. I've always wanted to meet the best instructor in the United States. And there was silence on the other end of the line, like he was saying, you patronizing me, that's ridiculous. And he said, how would you know if I'm a great instructor? You've never seen me give a golf lesson. I said, well, I do know this. You're teaching the best junior golfer on the planet, and I didn't know your name until this week. So it's like, this is about Rickie, not about you. Would you agree he always put kind of you were the show and he was not?
Oh, definitely. You could see it in multiple situations. He thought about himself last. That might be something that I wish he would have thought about himself a little bit more. He struggled with some skin cancer and ultimately ended up passing away with complications due to that. But he was very much about taking care of people around him, and whether it was on the golf side, how can I make someone better, just any way he could help people. So stubborn in a good way, but I do wish he would have looked after himself a little bit better in that regard. But definitely a special person, and that's something, seeing how he treated other people and how he loved to just help people. That's partly how my family is as well, but something that has been passed down through my family as well as through Barry.